What's up, guys? It's your boy Lights Camera Jackson, and we're here for another video. Today I'm talking about the 5 things that I've learned since becoming a full-time filmmaker. In 2020, I became a full-time filmmaker. It had been a hobby for a really long time, something that I did on the side. I had a full-time job doing, various other things, and filmmaking was my late night weekend type thing, make some extra money, and just something that I was always passionate about. But it was a while before it became a full-time gig that I could make enough money to support me and my family with. And along the way, you learn a couple things, you find out things, but once you go full-time, there are a few more things that start to happen and really start to pile up. So today, I'm going to talk about the 5 things that I've learned while being a full-time filmmaker. Number 1, processes are key. We use various different programs like Milanote, Motion Array, Monday.com to help structure and keep our projects in line so that we can make our delivery dates, and we always have our notes and we know exactly what we're supposed to do, and I can share that information with my team. So getting a program where you're able to kind of structure and just kind of have everything there is great, and it's a great thing to brain dump and get your ideas out and to be able to share them with your team, because when you do it on the side and it's just you, it's sometimes easy to just have things in your head and go do it. But as you start working with team members and working with clients and doing it more often, and you have multiple projects you're trying to balance, you gotta have places to structure. Number 2, always over deliver. I have this thing that we like to do is, if it's going to take us a week, we tell them it's going to be 2 weeks. And what that does is give us a buffer in case anything happens, things come up in your life. And also what that does is when you deliver in the week that you know it's going to take, your client's going to love you for it, because they're going to say, wow, it's early, it's on time, that makes me feel good. It makes you look good. But when you tell somebody it's going to be a week and it's a week and 1 day, then you look bad, and the client's like, where's my project? Why is it taking so long? And so in their mind, the customer service is not there for them. So always give yourself a little extra time and over deliver. If they say, hey, I need 20 pictures in your project, and you have 20 pictures on your contract that you're supposed to take, give them 25. It just is a good thing to do, to have your clients always, talking good about you, and word of mouth is probably the best way to market your company, especially within your city. So if you over deliver, those clients are going to be more likely to tell someone else about your services. Number 3, quite possibly the most important thing of all, for me at least, is to-do lists. I never had a to-do list. I'm kind of a creative brain person. Everything's up here, and I'm just always thinking, always trying to go through things and forget some things. And I even have, it's funny, my wife would get on me because she told me to do this or do that, and I forget about it. Not because I don't want to do it, just because I'm always thinking about stuff, overanalyzing. So a to-do list is a great way to keep yourself on track. And a way you can do it is when you're up at night thinking about things and it's keeping you, up at night, make a little to-do list in your phone, write it down. Now it's there, you don't have to think about it anymore. When you wake up, you already know what to attack the next day and how to approach your next day. It's a great thing to do. Or you can wake up early and you have that quiet time and just start putting down all the things you need to do that day, and then start at the list, top of the list, and get going. I always like to start with the things that I can get done the quickest, the little bite-sized things, because that helps me build momentum for the day, helps me just start getting the ball rolling. When you have that big task you have to do and a bunch of little things after, it feels like there's so much to do, where you might have 3 or 4 tasks you can do in 30 or 40 minutes. Knock those out, then approach your big tasks. Then you have a sense of accomplishment because you completed a lot of tasks in one day. Number 4, communication is key. So for me, my prior job, I was working in logistics, trucking logistics. So we had multiple calls every day, emails, hundreds of emails and phone calls I was making each day. The communication had to be there, or our clients would have issues because delivery dates wouldn't be made, or our drivers wouldn't know where to be, what time to be picking up certain things. So communication is so key. So I learned that there, and I brought that over into filmmaking, and it just makes you stand out above other agencies and other media groups when you are communicating, letting the client know exactly what's going on, always when it's going on, and you're able to turn projects around quicker. A lot of times in this industry, it's normal to have a video take a month or 2 months. If I can cut that time down and let them know when it's going to be, over deliver on my time, and just keep them in the loop, they love that. A lot of times people will email you and you don't get back for a day or 2 days. Well, when you do that, it gets dicey. But if I'm able to get back, boom, within a couple hours, now they're like, wow, they're really in tune and they care about me as a client. It's really important for you to have that quick wit on the communication end and just be able to get back and forth, because it really makes all the difference. And lastly, developing passion projects. This is the thing that when we created our company, it was part of our identity and our why. So no matter how many, corporate clients we're working with or commercial clients we're working with that all have projects that, may pay the bills, but it's not necessarily things that that really scratches that itch when it comes to your creativity. You gotta build those projects and approach those and try to create those as well, because that's what's going to keep you in that state of creativity and flow. And so it's one of those things where, our company, if you've been following us, we created a documentary series called Shocking Stories. You can check that out in our playlist, but it was something we internally created, built it, everything from the ground up, self-funded, because we wanted to continue to push the envelope for us creatively, along with, doing all the corporate clients and things that we're working on. So it's kind of hard to balance the two, but it's really important for you to do that, whether it's script writing, something that you want to shoot down the line, or it's just coming up with different creative little things you want to do. It's important to always, take care of yourself as a creator as well, not only just your clients. And that's something that you should do. And down the line, those creative things that you do may turn into more business like that. So then you may start finding yourself, getting more clients that actually, hit that niche that you really want to hit. But at the beginning, sometimes you just got to take jobs, so you can pay the bills, and we get it. That's part of it. So I hope those 5 tips will help you in your career as a full-time filmmaker. If you have any other suggestions, let's talk about it down below, because those aren't the only 5 things. There's a lot of things out there, and I'm always looking for new knowledge and new things to help grow our business and grow myself personally as a filmmaker. So if you enjoyed this video or it helped you in any way, please subscribe to our channel, hit the bell too, and you'll get notifications every time we post. And thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.